Oh, it's the phone.
Hello?
Hey, D, can I speak to Rachel, please?
Oh, he's right here.
You on speaker, Q?
Hey, Rachel, what's happening?
We're live.
Oh, we're live, Q. Rachel had to get set up.
Okay.
All right.
We live right now.
I've been set up, ho.
Oh,
now,
check
wait a
the
minute now.
beat.
Who didn't get here till?
Okay, the executive producer is calling to say, bitch, what the fuck is going on? But it's me.
We live.
Flykingi,
We live.
We live.
Duh.
We got production trying to read from the back. You see what we got to deal with
all
on this
right.
cast? Wait, first of all, before we get started, hi guys. Hi.
What's going on, everybody?
This is for you. This is from Royal Finance. It's our majestic candle, and this is for your beautiful home.
Well, thank you.
That's
I
for
appreciate
you.
that.
You're welcome.
Yes, look, I'm glad to see you sporting your Wear
You
DH.
see me? You see me?
Yes, come on, Wear DH in the
Yes.
house. Yes. Okay, so what's
Did you
going
guys
on
like the
here?
episode or what happened? The girl said I was tired through a delay, but they had to say it like this. So they don't show the gap in their mouth. We had the Gap Band. The Gap Band had a lot to say this week on Chasing LA.
So,
What's up?
Introduce yourself. Talk a little bit about yourself, just like your like history, and then you're gonna take turns. So you go first, and then D.
So guys, I'm the Flykingi. Everyone calls me Ian. That's obviously my real name. So you'll see my cast members like André calling me Ian all the time. I am a rapper, a battle rapper, entrepreneur, and I was so excited to be a part of this cast with wonderful people like D Hawkins.
Whoa, whoa.
And yes, you see, oh,
Come on, got that Wear DH on.
Period.
Okay, worldofdh.com.
period. So
But anyway, of course, it's your boy D Hawkins. Thank you all for tuning in. Hey, it's the finale. There's been a lot that's taken place.
We made it.
Yes, we did make it indeed. I'm ready to go out and celebrate tonight.
I'm ready for the reunion because it's a lot of wah, 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 wah going on.
That part.
Wait, I need to see what the people's is
So
saying.
what do we need?
You need to be on YouTube, love. We explained that. You're on the wrong app. You're on the wrong app. It's not
Oh,
the
no.
right app. How you guys doing? Thank you guys for watching. No matter what, you love the show, you hate the show. We love you guys for watching, seriously, because they don't allow a lot of platforms for openly gay people of color to do their thing and promote what they got going on. So we appreciate.
So let
Wait,
turn
let me
down
see.
the volume.
Yeah, so we can see what the girls is.
Look, we manning these ships today.
Bring it closer so I can see what the girls are
Right
saying.
there. Now you gotta get up close.
Hey guys, hey! They're saying hey.
All right, let's see.
Hey y'all. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey
She
Q,
said
season
fun.
was amazing. Yeah, shout out to Q, our executive producer. The season was amazing.
It was.
We finally came to the finale. What a journey, what a story. A lot happened.
A lot happened indeed. Let's see.
So are you and Jeremy and Ida? You didn't watch the show? Did you watch
The way I just zoomed in on this, let me lower this just a little bit more.
Did you see the show? Because if you seen the show, then you would know that they are not an item.
No, we are not.
They are not an item. But you did say that was your long lost love or something.
I did not say that.
You did.
I did not.
I'm gonna run it back.
No, run that back. Now, what I do recall saying is, when I met Mr. Copeland, he seemed like the ideal type of life partner. I'm not gonna lie, everybody has their ideal. And one thing about D. Hawkins, I give credit where it's due.
Well, what was it about him?
Just the fact, he's motivated. Like I said, I have nothing negative. And you, as you can see, I said nothing negative about Jeremy, during the entire season or whatever. It's just the only reason that he and I had our differences is because of that messy ass shit that Quan brought forward. And regardless of how people want to see it, how he wanted to put it out there, basically saying I was looking for a storyline, the truth of the matter is, yes, I had a conversation with Quan that Quan decided to go and take to Jeremy. But had Jeremy not brought that up at the Love and Hate Mixer, this would not be anywhere within any aspect of chasing reality.
Right.
That's the truth of the matter.
He brought it up.
He brought it up.
But he said that you brought it up and you the reason.
Because
That's
I
what
guess he
said.
thought that I was going to bring it up according to what Quan said.
Well, he should have had a conversation with you on whether you was bringing
That
it
part.
up. I don't know.
Anywho, what else is being said?
What they saying?
Spit some
What was
bars
the treatment you got? Spit some bars for y'all?
Anyhow.
You too cute for him anyways. Ooh.
Not gonna
Who's
be-
hosting the reunion? Is it Mr. Ray? You guys have to tune in to find out who's hosting the reunion. It's somebody, you know, very special who we love so much. So
Well, I can't wait to see.
it's gonna be on me and King Payne's birthday. Me and King Payne was both born on June 26th. So it's gonna be on our birthday. So yes. But we can't tell you who hosting the reunion. You know, Q gonna call us on speaker right now.
Look, and if you watch
what y'all doing?
Right. Now, look, if you're watching Auntie Imani, you know, we at home right now. And yes, this is a nice orange juice and Hennessy. So.
Hi, guys. Where are you from and how long have you been in LA? Hi. First of all, hi. What's her name?
What?
I don't, how do you say that?
Vanita
Thompson. Excuse my illiteracy. Vanita Thompson, but put it on my heart, not my head. Vanita, I am from Compton, California, and I have been born and raised in California, Los Angeles County, all my life. I've been out here. What about for you?
Well, I'm originally born in a small town called Tyler, Texas. Lived in, let's see, East Texas all the way up until I was 18. Moved to Dallas, Texas. Went to college there, stayed there for a decade. Atlanta, Florida. Now I'm here in LA. My family is actually here, are actually from here in California.
Oh, they said Mr. Ray was drunk booze.
Well, we all had a great time. That's all.
We all had a great time. Yes, Cancer. Shout to Cancers. Cancers make the world go around. I don't know what these other girls be talking about. Texas in the house. Blame it on the
Yes,
alcohol.
come on, Texas.
Not for me. Child, y'all just as messy as the ATL. Reunion colors.
Can we release that?
What?
Reunion colors.
I don't want to release anything because I don't
Well-
need to get a phone call.
Well, I'll say this. We may not be able to say the actual colors, but it may be.
You see some
a
of the colors.
flashback.
You see some, actually, if you look at this whole room, you'll see, you know, probably maybe all of the colors.
Oh, and by the way, people,
Let's do
we
that.
are here at my house. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, don't mind the dressing background. It's in the making right now. This is a part of my interior design. A lot of it you didn't get to see on this season, but maybe next season, you know, in case you'll see more of that coming up.
Would y'all do season 2? Well, obviously we don't know if we're gonna be returning for season 2 because that has not been announced yet or said. Is there gonna be a season 2? I don't know if we can address that or discuss that. One thing I will say is I don't see why there would not be a season 2 based on the things that I'm seeing from production and people, the powers that be. Let's say that. I don't see why there wouldn't be a season 2. Who's gonna be on the season 2? If I'm gonna be turning, I don't think that's a question that anybody can really answer.
I never heard of anyone
Bonjour.
before this show. No shade, but Mr. Ray and Q, young and blind.
Listen, you gotta hear about us because we out here.
Well, I mean, the thing is, of course, you know, those of us that chose to take this journey to step onto the Chasing Reality platform, I mean, of course, you may not have heard of some of us because we are up and coming, we are chasing, and at this point now, all of you know. So, I'm glad you said that. Good point. And now
How do we feel the show went? Why y'all wear so many clothes being in LA? Let's talk about that. First of all, we
Give it
shot during the winter season. So I believe we started shooting in October.
In October.
Fall, when things are starting to chill out, you know, the sun is going down, it's getting dark at 5 o'clock. So when we had the love-hate mixer, it was like for Valentine's Day, which is in winter. So no, it's not freezing cold, no, it's not snowing outside, but it was a little chilly. Now, wearing a bubble coat and then wearing a fan is confusion. Like, that's confused. You're confused. You're not sure if you're hot or cold. We wasn't doing that. It was a little nippy outside,
Right.
a little windy. I love King Payne. It's no shade to King Payne, but it's kind of like, it's giving Katy Perry. You hot, then you cold. You yes, then you no. You in, then you out. So we trying to figure out what's going on with her in particular. But as far as us, it was wintertime, so we was dressed appropriately for it being winter in Los
Now,
Angeles.
another thing about LA, and this is coming from a Texas boy. Literally, we can be in the daytime, it's gonna be a nice 70-something degrees or whatever. Nighttime, around the time we were filming, it would literally go from the high 70s to damn near the low 50s. So that's literally how sporadic it was, you know, when it came down to the weather out here in LA. That's why you saw so many furs and, you know, minks and coats and fans and different things like that, because LA is really and truly all over the place. Beautiful, but the weather is something else.
Right.
What was the, oh, I'm glad that you love this sweater. So again, this is Wear DH clothing brand. You can check this out at worldofdh.com. Go check it out. Also,
see, that's crazy. I'm wearing his clothing line, but y'all say we don't support each other and we don't like each other, and all we do is fight all the time, and all we do is beat each other up all the time, and all of that. We do support each other. We might not support everybody,
okay,
but we do support each other.
Now, Sipping with Monte says, D. Hawkins, what was the inspiration behind some of your confessional looks?
Some of them looks. Look.
All right. So let's get into it. You know, of course, some of my most obvious toward the end of the season, you know, you could tell the black and white, you know, the half black, half white look, that was inspired by the movie that just came out and released, Cruella de Vil. You know, I've always been a Disney, you know, I guess you could say fan. You know, I'm a very creative person, period. So if I see something, I literally can just come up with some type of vision behind it. As far as the African look, you know, with the ferret combinations, for those that didn't know what type of fur that was, it's a ferret. Actually, it was 3 combined. But that gave...
It was an animal.
It was the vessel, the shell of a previous animal that walked here.
Okay, see, we're gonna call PETA.
Well, that's okay. Anywho.
The ethical treatment of animals.
So that actually was inspired by Coming to America. Now my confessional look, you know, where production so kindly panned into it, you know, and what most people thought was, I guess you could say, horrible drag. That was actually a tribute, and I wish that it would have been, it would actually premiered this month for Pride, because it would have made more sense. But that was my tribute to the late Marsha P. Johnson. If you don't know who that is, do your research. Just go to Google, type in Marsha P. Johnson, one of the
They said that they said
that
the wig was
look
a mess. They said the wig wasn't.
Well, I'm sorry, you
like
think
the
that
wig.
it was all a part of the look, it was all a part of the illusion, and that's what I chose to give. I gave that, and I'm confident
He
behind
said you have the option to like it or not like it, but I wore it, and that's what it was.
that part right
That's what
there.
it is.
But all that to say, those that took the time to post about it, to screenshot it, to make memes about it, to basically just continue to rev about it, I appreciate it, because it got your boy over 5,000 downloads on my new single, Between Me and You, over a 2-day period.
Where are André and Fran at? They need to get read their rights. No, you don't read, my good sister.
I love the funeral look. Shut up. What the?
That's what they said.
What they said?
Where André and Fran, they need to get their rights read to them.
Now look, honey, that's our Judas. Regardless, like I said, on contraire to what most people think, I mean, at the end of the day, that's our people, that's who we choose to roll with, and hey, I love
You know
them.
what I think though, when it comes to like our group settings, and when we're talking, people seem to, for whatever reason, have an issue with things that we say amongst our group versus the other group, because when Jeremy and King Payne and Quan were at the Sip and Paint, they did the same thing we did when you were sitting here, you know, at your
Get
we were
right.
at your booty situation.
Body sculpting.
Body sculpting.
Your
Body
booty,
sculpting.
yeah.
We did the same thing, but I think the difference is
Oh my
that they are funny and we are hilarious. So when we say stuff, it hit a little harder. So people, you know, take it a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying? But because I don't see the difference in between what we did and what Jeremy Quan and King Payne be doing before the event.
Quite honestly,
they gather around to talk
it
about
boils down
us.
to this. Everybody that watches this throughout the season has developed their own specific favorites. Some people love me, some people love you, some people love, you know, Andre, some people love Fran. Everybody loves somebody. So
Right.
ultimately, you can't expect everybody to agree. You can't expect everybody to like you for who you are. At the end of the day, I am who I am. I'm confident in who I am. It took a very long time to get to this point of being as confident as I am. So there's nobody that can tear me down for being who I am. Exactly, the Hawks. Come on, Wayne Mills. You know what? That's it. The look was given.
I like
Listen,
Fran.
Solange vibes. I actually like the look. thought good to know you were paying homage to Marsha P.
How do y'all feel about Imani shading y'all? I think that first episode when Imani did whatever she did in that first one, I did not like that at all. I didn't think that was cool. I felt like she was talking about a lot of shit that she should address with production that had nothing to do with the cast. There were other people who were reviewing the show and they were able to give an accurate portrayal on what they believe happened. Oh, this happened, this happened. Then she came along and was like, well, I don't know what happened. She was having all these comprehension issues. Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, I don't know what's left from right. And it's like, well, girl, just say you don't want to do the review then if you can't comprehend what's going on. Or how did you feel about it?
Honestly, I will say this.
Because you talked to Imani already. I had to talk to me and her are going to be sitting down. And make sure you check out her and King Payne tonight.
I think they already.
Or they on now, or whatever they doing. Yeah.
This is my thing. I feel like, number one, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Correct.
Number two,
I agree.
This is the first season of Chasing LA.
Okay.
It was already expected to be a lot of hype, a lot of everything that hasn't been seen before. I mean, at the end of the day, it's LA.
Right.
So, in my opinion, I feel like Imani, knowing that Imani is a part of the Chasing Reality platform, there's no way in hell that Imani would be in that position to tear down the Chasing Reality franchise in its total sense. If anything, I feel like Imani's comments were basically put there to cause more controversy, to bring more viewers, and to bring more opinions out regarding the show.
Okay.
Now, again, you may agree to disagree.
Like it was political.
I feel like it was all political. I mean, do you honestly believe that Q and Andari or whoever the highest decision maker is would put Imani on there to tear down?
Q was gagged. Q was clearly gagged by the.
Well, true. But like I said,
gagged.
I don't feel like Andari would allow Imani to come onto this platform after she's been a part of the platform in the family for a long time to tear down the franchise itself after so much work has been put into it after all these years. Now, at the end of the day, it did seem like there was some, underlying things, going on as far as, Imani and Q, but I don't know. That's not my business.
That was a lot.
And that ain't even why we here, okay?
Right.
So let's move on from there. All right. Address them directly.
It seemed like parts were missing from some of the episodes. Wish there was more. Well, that's just production with any show, that you do. There's going to be things that there were scenes that filmed that didn't make it, whole events that we were at that didn't quite make the cut, and situations you only can, boil it down. And then like even when we did the love and hate party, we were there for hours and hours and hours. So when you see me like this, it's because we've been filming for 3 hours. So I mean, that's just how it is. They can only, they have to trim it.
There's
down.
only so much that can be put into what
Right.
you guys see. There's so much. And one thing I do appreciate now, I don't know how many of you have taken the opportunity to subscribe to Q's YouTube channel, but it's pretty awesome. He does show some behind the scenes from some of the episodes. So go check that out. There's a lot you guys did actually not see that wasn't able to be included. But just know that everything that you did see, it was real. Okay.
Oh, Imani told it like it is. She gave her review. She wasn't tearing anyone down. She was tearing people down because she started talking about the quality of the production and how, it looked like a horror scene and why we didn't have videos instead of pictures. And that had nothing to do with us or our storylines or what we were bringing to the show. That had to do with production. So I felt like address that with production. Don't address that with the cast. And even what she said about King Payne, like, oh, we didn't really want King Payne. We wanted Armand Wiggins. And that was just had nothing to do with anything. That had nothing to do with giving your assessment on what you saw on the show. So, I mean, if you feel like she was telling it like it is, that's your opinion and you are entitled to that. But I don't agree with that. She said a lot of things that had nothing to do with tea in China, in my opinion.
Yes. Let's see. I live for you guys right now. You're way better than Dallas.
Listen, we love Dallas. We love Atlanta.
I love the whole Chasing Reality.
Right. We're not going to do that. We love Dallas. Shout out to Reese G.
Yeah, shout out to Reese G.
Shout out to
Reese G. I do wish that there were some, a particular person on Chasing Dallas that would quit trying to make it seem like D. Hawkins has, wants to be so involved. I'm not going to say no name, but they know who they are. But they
I don't know who it is. Who was it?
Just go check the comments. You'll see.
Who was it? Is he a stylist?
I don't know.
You don't know what he do?
From what was told
you don't know what he do?
From what was told to me, they claim that D. Hawkins said that he knows everybody there. My thing is, I know a few of you personally, yes. But I don't know everybody.
Well, who said that?
Check the comments. Controversy of it all. Anywho, bless you guys. Yes, bless us indeed. Do y'all
Yes,
know how
bless
hard
God.
it is to get up here and do this type of stuff that we do, to be, how can we say, transparent and just put our lives out there? It's a lot.
They said we have 4 storylines. What happened? If anything, Imani, she had
We didn't
witnessed
see the
cast
Vegas
up
trip.
instead of tearing it down. And sorry, Rishi is just a hater.
Do you find, baby? Thank you.
Is Andre misunderstood, or was he really overreacting to some of the situations he was in? I feel like Andre is misunderstood.
Definitely. A lot of us are misunderstood.
Y'all are not seeing the whole everything that happened, so y'all are getting like the reaction to what was going on. Like even when you seen tonight, like Alicia was like, oh, well, he shouldn't have told her to get the fuck out, and that justified her throwing the drink, and because that's my good girl, I'ma pull out a knife. And it was just like this, she wasn't making no sense. Nothing was making sense with Alicia this evening.
Now my thing is, my feelings about the whole knife scenario, and for those that have tried to slip in there and say that D. Hawkins is transphobic, honey, y'all can kiss my ass, because that is not
They
true.
said that she was transphobic?
Some people have tried to say that, you know, like I saw in the comments earlier, you know, people saying, oh, I saw some little remarks that D. Hawkins has made. Okay, at the end of the day, everybody gonna say something. You know,
said a transphobic remark.
when I said something about that's not womanly, that's manly,
It wasn't.
manly type
It wasn't.
shit. That's not transphobic.
It
That's just
wasn't.
me calling like it was.
Right. Fuck out
My
here.
thing is, if the shoe was on the other foot and a knife would have got pulled out on her, how do you think that would have translated? You know, so it's okay because you decided to take a different journey and, you know, step into another world that you already knew was going to be hectic and going to be trying. And we respect you for that. Cool beans. At the end of the day, we all belong to the LGBTQIA community. We all go through shit. It ain't easy for none of us. None of us. Hell, I'm out at the store earlier. Shit, I went and played bingo last night or whatever. Didn't win a goddamn thing. But I went and played bingo last night.
Not bingo.
And yes, I love bingo.
Not
I love a good
B22.
gamble. I-19, all that. Yes, I love good gamble. I'm from a small town. You know, hey.
Wait, I have a question. So
what's up?
if we would have had a cisgender woman on the show and Alicia would have pulled a knife out on a cisgender woman that said, bitch, I'll cut you for whatever reason she had, would the public
Would they
have
have
said
received
that
that
was
different?
woman on woman? Is that what they would have said? They would have said it was a woman on woman? If Jayla would have threw a drink on a cisgender
So,
woman.
cisgender, for those that are sitting here kind of like, cisgender, basically a woman that was born a woman.
She has a womb and she can produce children.
Yes.
She can develop children in her womb.
A real puss and tits. Yes,
a real puss and tits. Well,
right.
I mean,
Call
you
it
know,
as it is.
right. If Jayla would have threw a drink on a cisgender woman, would y'all have said, "Oh, it was woman on woman"? That's what they would have said. Do you think that's what they would have said?
You know, I still feel like it would have been up in the air. People are going to say whatever they want to say, but my thing is,
Do you think they would have said, "Well, it's woman on woman"?
No.
Do you think that? No, they wouldn't have said that.
okay, so this is my thing. The only thing I really want to comment about the whole Alicia and Andre thing, you know, just in Jayla, however, period. Regardless of whatever, yes, Alicia, you are a trans woman, beautiful trans woman. Jayla,
Beautiful trans
beautiful
woman.
trans woman.
Beautiful trans woman.
All I have to say is, before you took that journey and became trans, you were a man. And I don't mean that in any negative way. It's
That's the
truth,
truth.
and that's what that is. So you knew how it felt to be in our world.
That's correct.
So when you're asking for sympathy, when you're asking us to put you on a higher pedestal, and Jayla, you know, me and you ain't got no issues, whatever, you know, honey, so please don't allow nobody to try to detour this as if I'm trying to come for the trans community or be
Me
shady
either.
or
I
nothing
don't
like
have an
that.
issue with Jayla
Miss
or
Alicia, regardless of the stuff you've said, honey, I really ain't got nothing against you, honey. You can call me rusty, dusty, whatever you want, but baby, at the end of the day, honey,
What
a
happened?
pussy hoe could never.
Not
Okay.
King Payne.
Yes, King Payne.
To the
But
period,
anyway.
to the period.
But it's just like when you're asking us to put you at such a high pedestal, remember where you were at one point. Remember the type of life that you lived at one point. You know, like, it's not easy. It's not easy for any of us. The only time we really
Any of
get
us.
saving grace is when we are on the strip or we at a club or an event amongst all of us.
So stop with the victim impactment statements. Like, we get it. We all
Y'all
victims.
get
We
me
all
mad.
have traumas and all of that. Like, we all have traumas. Stop making it seem like because you're a trans woman, we understand. That's horrible that trans women are getting murdered. That's horrible that trans women are getting jumped. But gay niggas is getting gay bashed too and getting jumped too. I saw a gay nigga get stomped out and shitted on himself just because he was gay. We go through the same shit. We have some of the same struggles. So we should be relating on those things, not using it as a factor. I feel like with Jayla and Alicia, they were using their trans experience as a kind of a guard to win an argument versus honestly, because it had nothing to do with T and China. What happened with Jayla and Andre had nothing to do with the fact that whatever happened to you when you was little, or you seen trans women getting jumped, or trans women getting murdered. Those are all things that are serious issues that are happening, but that had nothing to do with what happened with Jayla and Andre. It had nothing, it was unrelated. It had nothing to do with that.
I mean, that's true. You know, like I feel like it was quite a bit much, you know, like
he deserved a drink in his face. He was talking to people, his guests.
What?
All night. He deserved a drink in his face. Let's talk about the drink in his face. I was there. It was also my party. Jayla was, Andre was trying to take the floor because it was time to kind of wrap up the event. We were running out of time. Jayla actually wanted to have a conversation with me because she came at me for being an older gentleman and saying all these things. But when she see me, she was like, oh, you're actually, you know, really nice guy. You're really handsome. And you're not as old as, you know, I tried to portray it on the show. So she tried to apologize on camera, but Andre was trying to wrap up the event. And instead of her letting Andre run his event that he was hosting, she said, nah, fuck that. I'ma still say what I gotta say. So that's why things escalated. I don't really blame that on Andre, because if you're at my event, my baby shower, and I say, oh, I got something to say, you're not finna tell me,
that
no,
part.
I got something to say. Bitch, this is my party. If you got
That
something
part.
to say, then you have a party and you
Wait
say
a
what
minute.
the fuck you
That's
got
just
to
like
say.
somebody you having a conversation with somebody and say, you can listen to me and respect me, and then when it's your time to talk, shut the fuck up, I don't want to talk, I'm going outside. No, bitch, I'll listen to you, you gonna listen to me. And if you don't want to listen to me, you gonna listen to me yell your whole way out.
Because you've been out here for 2 decades and I'm on a free reality show. I didn't say that. This is what she said. I don't know why she getting up. That's what she said.
I didn't say that.
What you say? What you said?
I just said, in my opinion, I just felt
We
like
seen what you said.
I just feel like throughout this
Said a
season,
free
or
fucking
whatever.
reality show.
Okay, but anyway, let's move on from that. All right. What we moving on to?
What
Let's
else we
see.
talking about? Biological women carry knives too. So how
Let's
is
move
that
on,
handled?
man. We're not even gonna talk about
She
that
was
no more.
protecting herself. I want to talk about
She
that.
was
She
the
was
aggressor.
protecting herself, but where the fuck was all that energy at the Love and Hate Mixer when her homegirl was getting jumped allegedly, and she was in the corner crying while her homegirl was getting
Jayla did
jumped.
say that.
And then now you got a knife out. Girl, you either, like Cardi B said, you either going to be the victim or you going to be the gangster. And yes, when real women do that, that's manly. So I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, what are you saying? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Review the episodes.
Review the episodes. All right, so let's talk about the episode. So episode 1.
Y'all at this Hamburger Mary's. I couldn't do it.
Okay, man, it was a lot. Let's just say it was a lot going on. We were drunk. We had a great time. You know, it was interesting. That's all I can say.
How did things go left? Because I wasn't there.
How did they go left?
Yes.
It really
Because
to-
things go left with Andre in the group on that episode. That's where it starts.
To my knowledge, it began to go left apparently when a few people came out of the bathroom, and then about the whole co-comment.
And the
That's when
co-comment
shit really
that
started
Alicia
to go
made,
left.
correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
The aggressor.
The aggressor.
The aggressor.
I didn't say that.
I mean, yeah, hell, the truth is the truth. But anyway,
Keep flowing, actually. Just keep flowing.
okay. And then I can only imagine how production felt that day, knowing that literally this is the first taping of what's going to be a full-on season, and we came out with damn.
But you guys don't know each other and you guys were going back and forth. Like, how does that happen?
No.
That's impossible, right?
That part.
That's what they said.
I mean,
so what,
you know,
what do we have to say
It's
about
about
that?
as impossible as the Impossible Burger, but people still eat it.
I don't know any show on the planet that you're gonna turn in, you know, your pilot episode to the show, and the group scene is not some type of drama or some type of going back and forth. Or what are we documenting here? If everyone was like, oh, I love everyone and kumbaya and God bless America, like any network that you show that to is gonna be like, this y'all first episode? Like, nah, y'all gonna have to retake that. Like, so I don't know.
mean, it was a lot. I mean, but The reality is that's how it went. You know, nobody predicted that it would be that way, but you know, the Q production, they could only edit what they had, and that's what it gave. All right, moving on to episode 2. Let me see, what was episode 2?
Wasn't it the stripper?
The
episode?
pole dancing.
Well, Quan had his dick out.
It was.
That's what they said. They said his dick was hanging in out when he was in his trunks. That's what they said. That's what y'all said. I will pull up the comments.
Oh, I just got a headache.
Y'all said Quan had his dick out.
But that wasn't a sight to see, so I'm glad I didn't see it.
That's what they said. It was a phenomenal sight. What's the poem? What's the poem? How it go? I know how the dick sing. The dick doesn't sing. Phenomenally.
Oh God. You gonna give me a headache? Okay.
So it was that going on, and then Alicia, and then I guess Quan was mad because Alicia said something about the drug comments, and I guess he had suffered from substance abuse. I know that's not your, that used to be your friend, so pretend it used to be. So I guess he was mad at Alicia's comment because that triggered him, and then he turned around in the same episode and was calling bitches dark and ugly on the same episode where he was upset at Alicia for talking about his alleged substance abuse, and that's what happened on the first episode. And Jayla was also on the first episode calling Alicia all type of old ass bitches, and she was 45 and Patrick Star, so she went around calling everybody old. So I don't even care about her calling me old. Like, that didn't bother me because she calls everybody old because she's,
you know, maybe somebody got in that there and said, girl, look here, honey, you know, trans women already get hard enough, y'all better come together for the sake of both of y'all's brands and images.
let me find
Maybe
out.
that was the case.
Not an
I don't
alliance.
know. I mean, but hey, I mean, if the shoe fit, wear.
So what happened on the third episode?
Because it did just what? I mean, well, but then again, you know, the Culver City Stairs event, that's where, you know, they really had an opportunity to talk and, you know, kind of mend things. And that was the reason that I wanted to actually bring the whole deal together in the first place. So I can say that I feel like I had a part in, you know, organizing their coming together of it all.
Jayla and Alicia.
Jayla and Alicia. Now, they made the steps to do it. They are the ones that had the conversation, but of course I caught the event. I kind of put the purpose and the point out there, so I feel like that, you know, I can, you know, take a little bit of a, you know, applause for that.
Applause for bringing them together so that when Jayla was getting jumped, Alicia could cry in the corner, balls up in the corner.
Now that is
and
toward the
then at the
end.
next event, she bought her box cutter from, I think it was from Amazon. So she, you know, they got all of, it's a lot of boxes at Amazon, so they cutting with the box cutters. So she bought one of them Amazon box cutters, them Amazon Prime cutters, to the event to try to, she was gonna cut, and she said, on God. She put this on God. I'm so sorry, God, that this bitch would even say that. But she put it on God that she was gonna cut him. She ain't cut anybody, luckily. So
Well,
that's what you brought together. That's what
Okay, anywho, you know, I'm tired of talking about her. So, but let me say this. So I'm seeing in the comments, whatever, you know, I'm seeing, you know, that some people, you know, are, I guess you could say, living for the fact of seeing us in our most, you know, I guess you could say natural light, you know, in our regular everyday selves, not on camera with the action, with the pause, you know, with all the lights and all that or whatever. But look, for those of you that are trying to say, okay, why are y'all supposed to be acting all ghetto when you're supposed to be career driven? This is reality. This is not a board meeting. This is not corporate America. Baby, I'm not clocked in on nobody's 9 to 5 right now. So I'm not following by anybody's rules. You're getting D. Hawkins and you're getting Ian in our most natural selves. If you don't like it, baby, please log the hell off.
If somebody that don't like it, who don't like it?
I mean, you know, people tell me, oh, you're ghetto, stop it, D. Hawkins. No, this is me, and I'm not going to apologize to anybody for that. I don't expect everybody to like me because I'm not for everybody. But for those that are confident in who they are, people that have actually had struggles, people that have overcome many different things, and people that stand firm in what they believe in, I know y'all love me, and that's all that matters.
I'm so sick. I'm so sick of everyone exploiting the trans community. Gay men can assimilate straightness more than some trans women. No comparison. I'm sick of the things that happen in the trans community too, but that was unrelated and had nothing to do with what you saw on the show. And that's that on that.
Moving forward.
I love the Coming to America Get Up. I love that too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A lot of people say I remind them of Scott. You know, I think Scott's absolutely
Hawkins
awesome.
gives me Tammy Roman and look and personality, and that's a compliment. Yes, Tammy.
Thank you. I'll take that. She is reality royalty.
I think Hershii is a star. We love Hershii. Shout out to Miss LiqCour. Melt in your mouth, but not in your hand. Even though that's M&M's.
Rodney Hawkins
not
looks so
Hershii.
good.
I would have pulled something out of my purse too. Andre wanted Jayla to throw a taco so he could have a reason to fight her. But what I don't understand with y'all is why are y'all acting like if Jayla throws something at me,
Okay.
why she's like this damsel in distress?
But wait a minute, speaking of that, now if for those of you that watched the episode and actually looked at it in detail, you could see that Jayla threw the drink and it hit both Andre and myself. Hell, I was wearing my own clothing line, an outfit that I had just made the day prior to even showing up at that event. I was pissed off. I was upset, but that just really wasn't my focus at that time.
Who jumped Jayla?
Ain't nobody jumped Jayla, honey.
I can't wait for the reunion. I don't want that. I need to know, like, who jumped you?
According to Alicia, right?
Because she kept saying,
Alicia
y'all,
said,
y'all jumped the trans woman.
Girl, nobody jumped nobody.
Jump.
Nobody
What does jumping mean? What does that
jumped.
mean? When you somebody, if I come in
Well,
and somebody jump
maybe.
me.
Well, I mean, you know, Andre was determined to get to it, so maybe when he jumped over, you know, my shoe.
But I thought jump was like more than one person physically assault you. Like I thought that. that's
It
what
takes
jump
more
meant.
than one to jump, you know.
No one jumped her.
Maybe she meant to say, y'all leaped.
Oh, she meant actual jump. Okay, let's.
Maybe that was, I don't know.
Maybe
It
that
is.
I was confused on that one.
I'm getting my life.
Fran and Andre. Nobody jumped Jayla. Thank you, Abina.
Who-
Nobody
Abina
jumped
Alba.
Jayla. Chelsea.
Let's see. Thank you, going to us.
She didn't get jumped. Fran fake butt got involved. Don't do Fran. I like the little butt. I seen her at the party. I was like, okay, bitch.
Y'all better quit trying to do
Wait, that's a get money bitch when she got enough to get her butt. If nobody jumped her, how did she lose her wig? Didn't Andre say that he snatched her wig? So it take two people to snatch a wig? Who said that dumbass shit? R. It take two people to snatch a wig. How many people do it take to change a light bulb? It only take one person to snatch a wig. That don't mean you got jumped.
How many people did it help you? Did it take you to to log in here today? Wait a minute, who is this? D. Hawkins. We all know reality is somewhat scripted. You show what you want. Y'all just choose to act ghetto because you think it's cute.
No, that's not true.
Baby, if you think this is ghetto, then I'm not sure where in hell you from.
You can chop up this live right now and take certain things that we said and then put that and then make it look like we the
My thing is, wait a minute, stand up real quick. Do y'all see this studiousness? Do y'all see this back here? Does this give ghetto? Does this give ghetto? Just because my voice is comfortable, baby, does not mean that this is ghetto. Like, girl, y'all get on my nerves.
What's wrong with ghetto,
sometimes.
bitch? We hood out
And
here.
nothing's wrong with being ghetto. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Shout out to the ghetto bitches.
Shout out to Compton. Shout out to Compton, California.
When's the reunion? You have to email
You're emotional.
and Dario.
Wait a minute.
You got emotional the last confessional. How
D.
is your
Hawkins.
love life now? Oh,
D. Hawkins, you got
they saying your
emotional
love life
in
all
your
fucked up.
last confessional.
Jeremy got your life all fucked up. What happened after Jeremy? What did you do after that? You had Jeremy Copeland. Where do you go from there?
You been messy.
Where do you go from Jeremy? You have Jeremy Copeland, and then now what you gonna do? You're done now.
Well, I mean, quite honestly, you know, this whole Jeremy Copeland shit, I didn't know who Jeremy Copeland was to this extent until after the damn show aired or whatever. So that was my whole point about I didn't need a storyline. I never needed a storyline because I didn't know who the hell he was, you know? But anyway, life is great. I will say this, you know, I am a single man, but I'm very well taken care of. I have no complaints. I'm not looking for nothing, don't need nothing from nobody because it's all where I need it to be and I ain't complaining. So that's enough on my love life, and only if I choose to give more.
Jada was wrong, got thrown a drink. Andre was wrong for his attitude before that took place and didn't need to be fighting her. And the cast is wrong for not calling them men every 3 seconds. For calling them men. I didn't call anybody. I didn't misgender anybody. And Jayla and Alicia said a lot of shit too. So if people was wrong for what they said, they was wrong for
Who was
what
that,
they
Sir
said
Dave?
too.
Hey, that's
Sir
your
Dave.
opinion. You're entitled to it, so have at it. Let's see.
I loved your battle with Caution. You did that. Thank you guys. If you haven't seen, I'm the first gay rapper on a big platform like URL and Queen of the Ring. Make sure you go watch me versus Lady Caution. You saw me and Babs Bunny from Making a Band on this episode. That was actually at the event while Battle Caution. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment.
The only thing that Fran did was snatch them hips, honey.
Was snatch them hip. Yes, Fran is snatched.
Very
Well,
much
if I'm
so.
saying BS, let the receipts show during the reunion. We're gonna let the receipts show. Forget Andre and Fran. Will either of you hit a trans woman?
You go first.
Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. oh shit, I misunderstood.
I'm not
for a second.
gonna
okay,
hit.
Like physically hit. I was thinking
I'm
hit
not
on.
gonna hit anyone.
Okay.
But if someone is throwing a drink on
So
me,
ain't gonna hit on.
if someone threw a drink on me, to me that's hitting me. That's hitting me. You didn't hit me with your hand, but you hit me with something. You pick something up and you hit me with it. And we're on camera. Like, you wouldn't behave that way at someone else's event. You're gonna throw something on them at their event. And they not supposed. And I'm supposed to say, well, it's a trans woman, so I guess I gotta sit here and then all this Hennessy on my clothes.
Well, my thing is, if you bold enough to throw a drink on me, I'm finna find a whole.
If you bold enough,
I'm about to find a whole goddamn gallon of bottle to throw on you.
if you bold enough to be a trans woman and you throwing a drink on a man, then you bold enough to get your ass whooped by a man, and that's that on that, and that's on you.
Who is this?
I lost all respect for you after you did Jeremy like that.
Miss Joshua 1994 too. Talking about dating.
Why would you do Jeremy the Copeland like that? The Hawkins, why would you do that?
If y'all don't quit with the shit.
Why would y'all do him like that? That's a victim. He's a victim. All he wanted to do was love you, and you would do that to him.
What did I do?
You have to ask Quan. Quan said that. Quan had a lot to say.
I mean, this is what it really boils down to, in my opinion. I feel like, as far as me and the whole Jeremy thing, after I've taken the time to look at all of the episodes, now that we're at the season finale, from what I see and what I understand is that it seemed like Jeremy's feelings were hurt because of my actions of posting that picture in my underwear with my ass being shown.
So you were wrong for that?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, what I'm saying is I see that apparently it seems like maybe he really did like me, and
you like
just
too.
kind of. I mean, I did, and he just had a weird way of kind of showing it or expressing it. That's why I really didn't, have much understanding or like compassion to his whole, I guess way of approaching it. In that sense, and if that is the case, like if there really were feelings involved on that end that just weren't relayed in the best way to make sense and to make it known, then I apologize. Like if in his opinion or if in his head, like we were further on, and like that's how it seemed to me. Like for him to be making such a big deal about that post or whatever, obviously to him we were more advanced than it registered to me.
Right.
And that's something that, I personally would have to work on, but I can only work on if it's brought to light and acknowledged. That's something that was just never made known.
And you did apologize because I was there. I don't think that was shown on the show.
I did apologize. It wasn't shown, but hey,
he did apologize.
we can't. I'm not in charge of what's included when it comes to editing.
What it's given. I lost all respect for you.
Yeah, we saw that.
Everybody been drinking. Y'all must have forgot and blacked out after the drink was thrown.
Okay, the
Queen of the Rings, Flykingi, yes, God. Ian comes off as a complete follower. I don't know why I come off as a follower.
Ian just
I'm a leader.
Ian,
the leader.
Ian just really doesn't give me the confrontational type. That's just what I see. You just don't seem confrontational at all. And if that reads as him being a follower, baby, that's your opinion. Keep it.
The reunion finna be ghetto as hell. We here for ghetto. Ian voice is so cute. Thank you. But he wouldn't swing at King Payne. Who wouldn't swing at King Payne? You think Andre wouldn't swing at King Payne?
Sorry, friend, need him something. Oh, I'm not reading that. Who? What about King Payne?
Fran. Oh, no, I'm gonna read that. Yeah, you're right. That's not reading.
Oh my God.
It's Hollywood. How you supposed to be so career driven? You don't supposed to fight like this. If somebody coming at you, what you supposed to do? Like, you supposed to be like, I'm career driven, so I'm not gonna, they threw a drink on me, but I'm just gonna.
I mean, like, hey, I've said this multiple times. Yes, we all have careers, we all have brands, but what y'all saw was real life. Would you let somebody punk you in front of the camera? Not even the fact that the camera's rolling, but just in real life, period. Like, nobody's gonna punk me. Off camera, on camera, beside the camera, under the camera, over the camera. I mean, even if the camera was not even a thing, like, no, we're not gonna do that. Baby.
King Fly, why you beefing? I'm not beefing with anybody. Shout out to everybody. Love everybody. Not beefing with anybody. Why didn't know Jeremy could dance that dude? Jeremy is an incredible dancer. Not you looking at the comments. I love the shade. You did him like that because you wanted a storyline, but you did that. You did that with Jeremy because you wanted a storyline.
You don't quit cranking this shit, okay?
You wanted a storyline. You didn't have a storyline,
okay,
so you saw opportunity opportunity, so
Miss
you
E.
came for Jeremy the fucking Copeland, so you can have a storyline. It was gonna change your life. It was gonna have you on a house on the hill and have you a Bentley.
Baby,
because
clearly,
you mentioned
no, I
Jeremy.
already have, honey, a nice, beautiful
That's not what they
four-bedroom
said.
house
They said-
here in Los Angeles, California.
But they said you
I don't
wanted to
need
get a
nothing.
5-bedroom by mentioning Jeremy, and
Not
that's
a
what
five-
you did. That's
no.
what they said.
Now tell me this. Now let's put this whole scenario let's just put it to rest. Tell me this. Did you ever hear Damien bring up anything about anything involving me and Jeremy Copeland?
No, when we filmed together, you never brought him up. We never brought, no.
Off camera, did you ever hear anything about
No.
that? Okay.
But Quan said that you was
No.
bringing it up.
This is my thing. When did you first hear anything about D. Hawkins
At the
and
Love
Jeremy?
It, and when Jeremy brought it up.
When who brought it up?
When Jeremy brought it up, I didn't even know, because Jeremy came to the Love and Hate Mixer and he was
Thank
like,
you.
oh, I have an issue and I'm about to check a bitch. I didn't know, I thought he was talking
I'm about to
me.
check you before you check me, not knowing that that was never even the case. The shit would have never come to light, ever. And that's the thing that behooves me. All this, D. Hawkins needs a storyline. D. Hawkins is, child, please, like, come on, take responsibility for your mistake. You listened to a messy ass fag, and that's what started this whole debacle.
How long were y'all
You
dating?
could have had a cute friends, such fags.
How long were you dating Jeremy?
Jeremy and I were not dating. We were getting to know each other, period.
You were getting to know each other, but he was so upset about your OnlyFans. Because I wish I would be upset at any nigga, anything any nigga is doing.
I mean,
And
well,
we
I
not-
mean, hey, look.
And that's not your
but
nigga. That's not your nigga. That's not your
OnlyFans and I,
nigga.
hey, at least it was on OnlyFans and not on a website that could be pulled up for free, okay?
What website that was put up for free? Which one? Which one is that?
Well, you know, Miss Quan, you know, she did send me the actual video of
and what
Jeremy
link
doing
was
porn.
it? What website was
I'm
it?
not going to say that, but if I got to bring that receipt to me to the reunion to prove my point, I will do so.
Was it a tired
It's
through
the
and
Hawkins
delayed
had no reason to
website?
lie
Because they said I
about
was
that.
tired through and delayed.
I'm
Jeremy
talking
fell
about
hard for
Hawkins
D.
lying.
Hawkins. That's why he was screaming at D. Hawkins. He fell so hard.
Girl,
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Raven Bluebone, if you don't get out of here with that, man, or woman, or child, if you start, I'll finish. Oh, come on, Kenneth Bell.
I'm not beefing with anybody.
Oh, come on.
Some
that's,
people fight when they
that's
feel
back home.
disrespected. So get what you give. Don't throw nothing in nobody's face. Don't throw nothing in nobody's face, period. Don't throw no fucking drink on me. And don't throw no drink on me and then want to be like, I'm a trans woman. You knew you was trans woman when you was throwing shit. You knew that. You knew that. So you should have thought about that. I love you too, Olivia. It's giving hostile. What are the zodiac signs? Cancer. I need to be a best friend like
What is
Flykingi.
y'all's? I'm a Taurus, May 1st.
Fran sing a little more. Yes, we want to see Fran singing.
You're right,
If
dear.
Jeremy didn't say anything, it wouldn't have come to light. Thank you. If Jeremy the Copeland didn't say it, we wouldn't even be talking about it. He
So
brought that up.
please stop the BS because
I can't
it
with
was never
Andre.
me.
Those crocodile tears. Don't do Andre. I be
Y'all
so
leave
sad
Andre
when he
alone.
cry. I be so sad. I be like, stop crying, friend.
And that just goes to my point. So look, get into it. You know, that whole confessional thing where y'all talking about, oh, D. Hawkins got emotional. Yeah, I got emotional because, like I said, end of the day, we're all real, we're human. We got feelings, we have emotions, we have a heart. You know, like when you get, you know, when you're caught off guard in a situation or you get asked a question and you're caught off guard by it and you have to literally take yourself back to a certain point in life that you've already surpassed or, you know, that's already like, it can strike up some type of, you know, trigger for you. So that's
Wait,
all.
so I'm gonna ask you a question now.
No, don't do it.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, are you being messy?
I'm being messy. Yes, I'm being. Of course, why not? So
Oh, God.
when I invited you to my Royal Flying shoot, after that the group
Let's
had a
talk,
lot
yes.
to say. The
Mm.
group had a lot to say and said that I had all of these things to say about them and all of this stuff. And they didn't necessarily say who it came from, where it came from. Would you know where that would have come from?
Of course, and we saw it on the episode when I was standing. This is the thing: D. Hawkins has no reason to lie about anything.
Okay.
So in front of Flykingi himself, as y'all saw in the episode, me standing out in the hallway having a conversation with Fran, with Jayla. I think Miss Potato Head was kind of off to the corner. You know, they didn't want her to be seen.
Talking about Marquand.
Oh yeah, that's the name. Okay,
You know the name.
was there or whatever. I said what I said or whatever. I mean, and that's the reality now because production chose not to actually edit that portion in when we were having a conversation, and even when you were down to Quan, you like, why does the Cage Bird sing? That's all that conversation was about. It was nothing more than what was said and what was talked about when we actually had our scene. Now, the fact that it wasn't played and it wasn't shown, that's not my fault. I just called it for what it was. It wasn't anything messy. They said, hey, have you met Ian? Yes, I met Ian. I went to his scene. We had a conversation. He had a lot to say about everybody. Was that the truth or was that a lie? And it was nothing. That's not saying anything messy.
But what the other group is saying is that you basically came to my shoe, took what I said and ran back to deliver it to the group as if in a malicious way. That's the way.
Well, my thing is, look, if they,
it's even been said, and we'll talk about it at the reunion, that you even recorded some of the things that I was saying to bring it back to even have a story.
Now,
this
there
is the
was,
way that it was presented to me.
Now, speaking of that, there was some behind the scenes or whatever, because of course, during that, and the posts have actually went out, been put out on Instagram, social media, whatever, when you were walking in the tunnel, when I was walking in the tunnel, there was behind the scenes stuff. That was no secret. So my thing is, just because they're trying to turn it into a malicious thing or make it seem like it's messy and it's not, that's not my problem, and I'm really not going to feed into it. As you can see, you come to know me personally. Obviously, you can see I'm not a messy person. We see who the messiest ones are, but hey, they can say what they want to say, but the truth is in the pudding.
So they're just making up stuff and making up.
Have they not?
Have an imagination.
I'm not saying that they're making up anything. Part of what they said is true, but if they're trying to make it into a malicious thing.
What part are they saying what part is true?
What part is true?
Yes, what part? You saying part of what they're saying?
Well, what they're saying is true is the fact of D. Hawkins blatantly saying that, yes, I met with Ian, he had a lot to say about everybody.
And what did you mean by that?
I meant by that in saying exactly what you said. Like when we talked about it that day at your commercial shoot or whatever, you were like, okay, well, Jalia, you knew a lot about everybody. I think that's more of what I said. You know what? Unless they can play that back, bring it back, whatever, of course, nobody's going to know verbatim or word for word. But I believe I said something to the extent of you knew a lot about everybody, or like had to say a lot about everybody, but goes the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't mean it maliciously.
Didn't mean it maliciously.
Okay, that's that on that.
Look,
We got a special guest.
wait a minute, raise this up.
We pause?
No.
That's on we on here.
We over here.
We over here. The winning team.
The winning cheers to the winning circle.
Yes. Oh.
I know you guys have been talking about me. So many things to say.
Friend, they don't like that we friends. They don't like that.
Why y'all don't want me to have no friends?
They don't like that we friends.
You guys don't want me
they
to
said
have
all we
friends?
do is we be up your butt and we
No.
do everything you
No.
say.
No.
And all of that.
No, that's
So
not
Andre's
true.
here, so what y'all gotta say?
That's
Because
not
y'all had a lot to
true.
say. So Andre's here. What they say?
D. Hawkins, would
Would
you
you
put
put-
Ian on one of your songs? When is your music coming out?
Okay. Would you put me on one of your songs?
I would totally put Ian on one of my future songs. And I actually have music out already. Go download my new single, Between Me and You. It actually premiered on not this episode, but last episode, episode 7. If you missed it, it's Between Me and You by D. Hawkins. It's available on all streaming platforms. And more to come. Next song rolling out is 4 Times to Diddy.
What did you guys think of the finale?
Why you didn't stop Andre when he was about to attack? What they say? D. Hawkins, why you didn't stop Andre when he took off his coat trying to fight Jayla, but then got all upset when Alicia put out her knife in the last episode? Why would you do that, D. Hawkins? I can't believe you.
Now, who is this Miss Delphine Williams?
Look
her, Delphine.
Delphine.
Look, I could answer your question, but I'm not, because that's not even my responsibility. Moving on.
And now,
Honey, Andre's a grown-ass man.
period.
Lord Jesus, he about to kick us all out.
I'm not kicking nobody else tonight.
Oh, somebody said, wait,
He's in my house.
Andre. Lucky Lady One said we were kind of good without Andre. She don't feel it. She don't see it.
I mean, that's cool, babe. You don't have to subscribe to me, but guess what? I'm still here. I'm gonna be here.
Somebody said, take your meds,
until
Akon.
Ondario.
You are ridiculous, Andre. You are
says otherwise. I'm ridiculous. Why am I
Y'all are giving
ridiculous?
my sis too much tea. Like,
I don't need any medications because, contrary to popular belief, I am mentally stable. I just don't take no shit. Okay?
how did you feel when Alicia had that knife?
I mean, when Alicia had the knife ready to gut me like a fish, I was surprised because I had just talked to her a day or two prior and we were good. So when this knife energy came, I was kind of surprised because I was like, girl, like, we were okay. Like, why are you wielding a knife at me if we're okay? Furthermore, I feel like her energy was wrong from the time that we were sitting at the table. Because when I was trying to have the conversation and trying to like figure about moving
She
forward,
was being biased.
she was so nasty, so rude, while them titties was sitting 10 miles apart.
How many miles?
Baby.
10 miles apart.
Baby, them
Girl, you
titties
had
were
one
widespread,
titty
huh?
under your armpit and the other one halfway to your back.
You know, now,
Push
I
them
wasn't
together,
gonna say nothing.
Get 'em
But I
in
was
the
thinking
bra.
she could at least contour them a little bit in the middle, you know, just to at least make them seem
They was
like
divorced. They was doing
The
going through a
titties
divorce.
were
I
separated.
don't know. It was just like, you know, I don't know.
She not gonna like that y'all said that.
I don't give a shit.
She
about it.
gonna-
You know how much
she
be
gonna
saying
unblock
about
us
me?
and then
Like,
reblock us.
She called me rusty and dusty.
I'm gone.
What she said?
I'm gone, but just, you know, I have to.
She'll be alright. Honey, at least D. Hawkins don't live in. Let me-
Maybe I'll see y'all around sometimes. Maybe I won't.
Honey, at least D. Hawkins lives like a king and not filthy, honey.
Cheers.
Catch that tea later.
Ooh, say that. Say don't even.
You say
them
it.
the big guns right there.
She
Honey.
was hella ghetto with that knife. Here we go with the mess.
All I gotta say is be careful those you piss off.
She was defending Jayla. Jayla is not a fighter. Clearly breast her. Here's the thing. You want to say that Jayla, who said that? Hugo Leandre. Jayla is not a fighter, but she knew she wasn't a fighter if that's the case or not. She knew she wasn't a fighter when she throwing a drink. You don't get to throw a drink and then be like, oh, I'm not a fighter. Let me get my homegirl with the box cutter. Especially when my homegirl was in the fetal position crying and then now she got a box cutter from Amazon Prime. So it's like, girl, put that knife down. You wasn't penetrating no skin with that box cutter. Stop it.
Oh, thank you, Vardo. Sandors.
Aquarius, yes. She was ghetto. That knife was ghetto.
D. Hawkins come to the Bahamas.
The I in Flykingi stands for instigator, and I am living. Yes, God, honey.
Well, come on, look, hit me with the directions and that good old cross-country ticket in the DM, and we'll see what you're talking about, Mr. Vardo.
You don't get to jump on somebody days after throwing a drink on you.
Get to jump on what? Jump on somebody.
You don't get to tell me
days after.
how I can react to somebody throwing something on me. Like, have you lost your fucking mind?
Are you whose mother are you? Whose
Right.
mother?
I live for you too. Thank you, love.
Okay.
Why Andre
Why
screaming
Akon?
at Jayla? Akon screaming at Jayla. I actually like that little cameo from Andre. We love Andre. Andre seems passive aggressive. Andre is aggressive. Not passive.
Yes. All right.
Are we transphobic? No, we love our trans community and we support the trans community, but we don't support bullshit from anyone. We don't discriminate whoever it is. If it's some bullshit, we're gonna definitely call you out on it. It doesn't matter
That is very
who
true.
it is.
She tired. She was triggered. Okay. Anywho.
Ian,
So-
how did you get started in battle rapping? Well, they had a tryout here for one of the biggest battle rap leagues, Grind Time Now in West Hollywood, and I ended up going and I did a great job. I smoked the guy, and from there I started getting booked all across California, and then now I get booked all across the United States battle rapping, and I'm one of the first most prominent gay battle rappers. That's what I wanted to be in that industry, so it's amazing. Thank you for that question.
Let's see. Quan, Alicia, Kingpin, and Jayla all thought that you were being rude. Even Jeremy said you should apologize to the group. Andre, did you invite the cast just to be mean to them?
Well, you have to ask Andre that question. He has
Ask him at the reunion, honey.
Andre, are you
He
and
came to do a
Kingpin
cameo,
on
he's
good terms
gone.
now because he did get a kick out of Alicia throwing a drink at Andre's face? I don't know. Is Andre and Kingpin on good terms? I don't think so. But you'll have to ask him that question. Ian, do you know Jay Will? I don't know Jay Will. I know a lot of battle rappers. I know Charlie Clips, Hitman, Sharon, and Official actually did a show for MTV that was produced by Nick Cannon. That, I don't know if that's going to be greenlit or anything like that, but I do know a lot of prominent battle rappers. Like Funky Dineva said, you can't do something wrong and then tell me how to react.
That part. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me how I should feel, react, or.
Because they didn't do it to you.
That
They did
part.
it to me, bitch.
And I am me, and I'm gonna feel.
You
the way
gonna
I'm
tell
feeling.
me how I'm supposed to react to what a bitch did to me on some cameras? You hopped on cameras and was saying this stuff and was doing this stuff, you can't tell me how to react. Unless you're in my position, you can't do that.
That part. All right.
Noma is coming up.
We're wrapping up.
Tell them about what's to come. Maybe.
Girl,
Okay. So what's to come on your
June
end?
26th, I know we're coming up, we're gonna be filming a reunion, so I'm excited about that.
I'm excited about it too.
On my end, I'm gonna be shooting more battles, and I have a lot of content coming up.
And who do you guys think will be back for season 2?
Who do we think is gonna be back for season 2? I don't wanna answer this.
We'll get into that last.
We'll get into that
What
last.
else is coming for you?
I'm gonna be working on my album. I have more products. Make sure you guys check out Royale Flyness. More stuff coming out from that. I'll have more battles coming out. My album I'm working out. I have a lot of performances. Make sure you guys check me out. I was on the first Queer Cypher on the Moby Fest, which was sponsored by GLAD. You know, the GLAD that has invited Beyonce. You know, these girls, you know, not the only person that has did something with Beyonce. But you know, make sure you guys check me
You're an
out.
icon.
You may have not heard of
Icon.
me, but you can get to know
Oh
me.
my God, crazy.
What do you have going on, crazy lady?
So as far as D. Hawkins, okay, now this is the thing. All these people with this whole, let's just say Quan and I believe Jeremy, you know, with their comments about the whole coming soon thing. Now,
That was
y'all
you said
were
that was
wrong
the
for
read of
it.
the season.
This is my point. Yes. As a real artist, as a real creative, and as a very multi-talented person, the whole coming soon thing is a real thing. When I say that I have a clothing line that is coming out, yes, it will be coming.
It's out.
It came
It's out.
soon.
What happened?
It's here.
What happened? What
Uh-oh,
happened?
that
What
part.
happened?
Well,
What
it's
happened?
out. Now, anyway, when I said it was coming soon, that it was coming soon. When I said that I had music coming soon, it was coming soon. When I say I'm an interior designer, obviously you see that, you know, you see a little bit of it, but if you go to I Design by D. Hawkins, which you can find in my bio on Instagram, you can see a little bit more of my interior design work, so if you need that, hit me up. But anyway, hey, you can't, the whole coming soon thing, in my opinion, was lame. But I appreciate it because it just made people want to know what more was coming soon. So
But
with
Jeremy
that,
said that Quan stole that comment from him. Did you
I
see
saw that. Well, whoever said.
So a poet is stealing lines from other. Okay, so what else we was gonna
No,
say about
you said the what?
the poetess,
He poetic what?
poetic justice?
Poetic?
I didn't say that. I didn't say.
Poetic?
I didn't say
Poet
that.
being a poet?
Quan, I didn't say that. That's what she said. I
What
didn't
did you
say
say
that.
from
I
the
said
book?
a poet stole a line from Jeremy. I didn't know they steal lines. I thought you write the lines, but he said he stole. Jeremy, his good friend, said he stole it.
Let's stop talking about lines and things.
Okay. Oh, not lines. Okay, because it was a lot of that too. I don't know. We could do a big
But anyway, wait. Okay, so what's coming up for D. Hawkins? So first things first. So my urban clothing line is out again. That's worldofdh.com. That features t-shirts, hoodies, masks, sweatshirts, hoodie sets. You can get custom or you can pick what's already on the website. In addition to that, let me go pull this around here in just a second. But July 3rd in Las Vegas at Eagles Club, I will be performing once again for Dragtiquity. Dragtiquity is the hottest thing going on in Las Vegas for the LGBT community right now.
It's a drag show?
Well, it's actually a cross show. So it has drag performers. It has
And it's the hottest thing going on?
it's actually the hottest
So
thing.
Hershey's going to be performing there since that's the hottest drag
Now
show.
Hershii, you know, if we hit you up or if they hit you up, baby, answer that call. You know, like I know you said you all over California, honey, make that way to Vegas, okay?
'Cause we
Because
wanna
I'm
see
sure I'll
Miss-
see you on the
We
stage
want to see
here
Miss
real soon.
LiqCour, honey.
You know, I love Miss
LiqCour, yes.
But anyway, but yeah, so July 3rd, check that out. Look, let me roll
What did
this
Fran
over real
do?
quick.
Like, what was the point of Fran on the show? Cause we love Fran. Don't do that to Fran. I can't wait to get to know Flykingi. Yes, we love that. What about your OnlyFans though? What's the only? They said they want the
No,
OnlyFans.
there isn't. Don't worry about that.
But that was the reason you lost your man.
Maybe season 2. So for those that didn't actually get to see the work of what D. Hawkins does. So these are a few of my clothing line pieces or whatever. Los Angeles whoop de woo. We set the bar high. This is mine. Just chill. Yes, this is on worldofdh.com. So, of course, you didn't see it, but it's on me to make it be known, make it be seen. Now, when I talk about my turtleneck line, these are the product examples, and they're not completed yet. But just to kind of give you a preview of what's to come.
Yes,
this
giving
is
Lakers.
the Crayola collection. My business partner and
Yes.
I, we've worked really, really hard on this. And there's still more to be added to these. But yeah, you know, your 4th of July people, you know, I got a lot coming out. It
The
really
4th is coming up.
It is, you know, it depends
What
on
happened
your
to the
style,
cheetah
which
print?
one,
The
yeah.
cheetah print one. What is it? All that cheetah print shit.
All that cheetah print shit.
What your ex-man said? Your ex-husband said? All that cheetah print shit. Y'all seen this finale? The cheetah print shit? Y'all seen that? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
But anyway,
You
so
seen it.
I will also have different patterns, and I have a tribal collection coming out soon enough, so stay tuned for that. But yes, some of us really are working. Just because you didn't see it all does not mean that that's not
Don't
the
do
case.
Fran. You don't like Fran. Flykingi, are you from NYC? No, I'm
Hey, Alicia
from
Barron.
California. Alicia in here?
No, not
Alicia Barron.
Uh-uh.
I thought it was the other Alicia. I was
I'm
gonna
talking
say,
about
girl,
Hawkins.
she gonna be in the comments cutting up with that knife, honey.
Yeah, you know she got us blocked. She probably been blocked chasing reality by now.
And could you close us out with a freestyle? Maybe wrap up with your views on this season. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna close you out with a freestyle because if you like a freestyle, you can email teamflykingi@gmail.com. They fly me out all over the world. They give me plane access, main cabin on Delta to do freestyles. So if you like a freestyle, you can email me and book me. My thoughts on the season. I was happy about the season, and I thank you guys so much for watching. And make sure you check out the reunion. I love the entire class. Thank you. Looks like Walmart clothing, girl, that you had on. Ian, please do a collab with Saucy Santana. Maybe one day.
That would be hot.
Okay, so like 3 minutes each every time, just talk about like anything that you guys got going on, like closing it out, you know.
Okay.
Like you're closing
You go
it,
first.
You're gonna show off your stuff.
Okay.
Take like 3 minutes each, and then we'll end with that.
Take your clothes up. Here. Is that?
So thank you. It's a little crooked. Production!
You're not stupid.
Can we get production on the camera? So,
Don't y'all do right.
no, we love production here at Chasing LA. Oh my God, your whole vibe give NYC. No, I'm not from NYC, but I love New York. I'm always in New York.
You're cakes, girl.
They love me in New York. I respect that. Please put the website below so we can support. What's your website?
If my website is www.worldofdh.com. To my business partner, Willie, if you are on this right now, post the website in there. Thank you, love you too, love. And what is it? Like I said, I Design by D. Hawkins on Instagram. Check that out. My new single, Between Me and You, is on every platform right now.
All right, and make sure you get on my website, RoyaleFlyness.com. That's our candle, our majestic candle. We have candles, body soap bars, body butters, body washes, lip scrubs, lip balm, anything you name it. And we have labels on our products, unlike some of these girls that be having events for their products but don't have any labels. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out my battles, Flykingi. I have music. Check out my new song with August Blue, Everything Blue. Make sure you check out my remix to DTS Madison's.
Ooh.
Is it on iTunes, on streaming services? Make sure you guys check me out. Absolutely. D. Hawkins got them cakes. What's the ugliest outfit y'all seen from y'all cast members? You go first.
The ugliest outfit seen from the cast member.
I wouldn't say ugly, but I would say we've seen a lot of blazers over and over and over again. A lot of cranberry blazers. A lot of ocean spray blazers, and then they same people called me tired through in the label had the same blazer. They had it on the red carpet. They had it in the confessional. They had it at the event, and I was like, they got a deal with ocean spray because I didn't understand what
Looks
this
like
cranberry.
somebody could have used the stylist.
Oh, could have used Andre.
Ah.
They might want to call Andre. Is that your everyday voice? This is my voice. Like, I don't understand what y'all problem is.
Okay. Oh,
What's the
but we gotta-
ugliest outfit?
Okay.
The bubble coat. Not when the rain hits my window. And that was not Andre's fault that song came on.
Okay, look. So before we go, y'all, I just want to show this quick little receipt, for those that,
Not a receipt.
that had comments, about me being a singer, about a songwriter, a clothing designer.
Well, we
I
wanna
am an
see the
interior
receipt.
designer.
Okay.
And you saw, the Hawkins home in Chestnut, but I want you to actually see that D. Hawkins is legit. And if you need an interior designer, or if you need virtual help, whatever the case, you hit your boy up. Come on, production, let's show them just a little bit of something.
Ooh. Okay, production, what we showing them?
All right, just go around the room, pan the room real quick. So do y'all see this? This is customized. This is a home made for a king, by a king. Go around in that circle. Come back, come this way. Now, do y'all see this here? Now, these are receipts. This is real. This is the world of DH. This is D. Hawkins' home. Brought to you by the good Lord above, but of course created by myself, and I thank my family for that also. But anyway, awesome artist, Willie B. Check him out on Instagram. Willie B, if you need some custom artwork, he is wonderful at it. But all that to say here, even down to this one little side right here. All of this, yes, this is the world of D. Hawkins. So there's no lie here. And I said what I said. A pussy hoe could never. So stay tuned. I can't wait to see you all at the reunion. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Q, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Q. They been hating on you.
Chasing
That's all right.
reality, period. We love you guys. We thank you so much. And to production, behind the camera right now, Rachel T. Watson. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for putting in all the hard work that y'all did to make us look good, despite what people had to say. And
they had a lot to say.
tell the
Tall
LGBT.
ass bitch, goddamn.
I am real
bitch,
tall.
I'm 6 feet tall.
I'm 6'3" and a
Just
half.
to let y'all know.
You know,
so.
I say everything's bigger in Texas, from Texas, you know, all that. You know. But anyway, thank y'all. We love y'all.
Thank
Have
you
a good
so
night.
much. Congratulations. They're going to play this live across the nation to show the only gay nigga with a straight reputation is the Flykingi. Ha!
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all again. Have a good night.
Wait, get her. So what are you wearing tonight? What are you wearing tonight?
Go do a pan down, you know, since he want to show it and it ain't finished.
I mean, she look good. What happened?
It's coming together.
Come on.
So I've got a few sheer pieces to add to this, but yeah, this is one of the gowns that.
Is this for Alicia's reunion look so we can keep the titties together? Is that what this was?
No, I would never. She could never.
It wasn't.
No, she could never be.
Okay, no problem.
She'd have to go directly to the
Okay.
website and buy that. I'm not giving nothing. But Hershii, if you need something, Jayla, whatever the case, I got y'all. But Alicia could never.
How do we end the live?
I don't know. End it. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all.